For over a decade, the tech industry operated on a simple premise: build the future, and the money will follow. Investors poured billions into digital possibilities, constantly chasing the next great expansion of the internet. Then came June 2026. In the span of a single news cycle, Microsoft initiated the most aggressive studio closures in Xbox history. A dying NASA space telescope required a commercial tow truck rescue, and China released a pair of AI models that shattered the Western pricing monopoly. These read like isolated headlines, but they are symptoms of a much larger, industry-wide correction. Technology is exiting its experimental phase and entering maturity. The days of subsidized growth and endless venture capital are over. Wall Street is now demanding immediate, measurable returns on the massive investments made over the past 5 years. Silicon Valley is moving away from idealistic visions of changing the world. The focus has shifted to the concrete, profitable infrastructure required to run it. Consider Microsoft's gaming division. On June 8, 2026, acclaimed studios like Ninja Theory showcased their upcoming projects to enthusiastic applause. Just 9 days later, those same developers were scrambling for buyouts as Microsoft pushed for closures and spin-offs. The trigger for this pivot comes down to the balance sheet. After spending $68.7 billion to acquire Activision Blizzard, Microsoft faces intense pressure from shareholders to prove that investment can generate serious profits. Comparing revenue, a mid-tier game generates around $150 million, while a blockbuster franchise reliably brings in over $3 billion annually. Furthermore, supporting Game Pass's $5 billion infrastructure requires massive recurring titles. Smaller, artistic games simply don't justify their ongoing costs. Microsoft's strategy assumes that the financial security of a blockbuster franchise outweighs the cultural prestige of a diverse, mid-tier library. Up in orbit, a similar pragmatism is playing out. For 22 years, NASA's Swift telescope has studied gamma-ray bursts, the universe's most energetic explosions. But intense solar activity has expanded Earth's atmosphere, dragging the telescope down at an accelerating rate. To save it, NASA hired a commercial space tugboat. This robotic vehicle autonomously uses its mechanical arms to grapple and stabilize the tumbling telescope. While NASA contracts out orbital maintenance, companies like SpaceX are launching massive Bluebird satellites into low Earth orbit. Each satellite features a phased array antenna roughly the size of a tennis court. These enormous arrays function as standard cell towers in space, communicating directly with the unmodified smartphone in your pocket to eliminate dead zones. Spaceflight has become a logistical utility, where orbital assets are maintained and monetized with the same commercial rigor as terrestrial infrastructure. Back on Earth, the artificial intelligence sector just experienced its own reality check. A Chinese company called ZAI released GLM 5.2, an open weights model that can be downloaded and run entirely on local servers. On the rigorous Frontier SW coding benchmark, GLM 5.2 scored a 74.4, slightly outperforming OpenAI's leading GPT 5.5. This side-by-side scale compares the cost to operate these two systems. While GPT 5.5 charges $35 per million tokens, the new Chinese model delivers equivalent performance for just $5.80. At the same time, a tiny 3 billion parameter model called VibeThinker 3B matched the mathematical reasoning of models 200 times its size, simply by hyper-focusing on specialized equations instead of general knowledge. Hyper-efficient models are commoditizing the AI industry, turning what was once a proprietary breakthrough into a globally accessible, low-margin tool. When you look at Microsoft sacrificing game studios, commercial tow trucks operating in orbit, and AI models competing to be the cheapest logic engine on the market, a clear picture emerges. The romantic, experimental era of technology has ended. Modern tech giants have stopped trying to build utopias. They are now focused on dominating the underlying plumbing of modern society. The real money is in the invisible systems running in the background, the automated cloud clusters, the global fiber networks, and the server farms processing billions of operations a second. For consumers, this ruthless new pragmatism offers tangible benefits. It means seamless internet from space, private AI on a local laptop, and reliable blockbuster entertainment. Technology is becoming a standardized utility, less of a miracle, more of an inescapable infrastructure managed by the world's largest balance sheets.